Greetings, Guardians. This is Olympus Alliance. And today we are going to clear something up properly, calmly, and with numbers. Because when we said that the new Drayne talisman, the Talisman of Rebirth, could be the better option, a lot of players reacted immediately. Less physical attack. So it must be worse. And that reaction is understandable. But it is also incomplete. Because damage in Hero Wars is not just about how much attack you have. It is about how much of that attack actually goes through. And that is where armor penetration changes everything. So let's break this down step by step. No guesses. No opinions. Just logic and numbers. In our test scenario, Astaroth is sitting at around 65,000 armor. Now let's look at Drayne with both talismans. With the Talisman of Swordmaster, the physical attack 1, Drayne has around 105,000 physical attack and 38,000 armor penetration. With the Talisman of Rebirth, the new one, Drayne drops to around 93,000 physical attack, but increases to 50,000 armor penetration. So yes, we lose around 12,000 physical attack. And yes, we gain around 12,000 armor penetration. Now the key question is simple. Which one actually gives more damage? To answer that, we need to understand how armor works. Armor reduces incoming physical damage. And before that reduction is calculated, armor penetration subtracts from that armor. So the game does not calculate damage on the full armor value. It calculates damage on what remains after penetration. So let's apply the numbers. With the physical attack talisman, Astaroth has 65,000 armor. Drayne penetrates 38,000. That leaves 65,000 minus 38,000 equals 26,994. That is the effective armor. Now with the armor penetration talisman, 65,000 minus 50,000 leaves 14,994. So immediately, we have almost cut the enemy's defense in half. Now we move to the next step. Damage reduction. A very accurate approximation used across the game is damage reduction equals armor divided by armor plus 3000. So let's apply it. With the physical attack talisman, 26,994 divided by 29,994 gives roughly 90% damage reduction. With the armor penetration talisman, 14,994 divided by 17,994 gives around 83% damage reduction. Now stop here. Because this is the key moment. That is a 7% difference in reduction. And that is massive. Because this is not a one-time effect. This applies to every hit, every skill, every instance of damage. And now we connect this to the real numbers from testing. With the physical attack talisman, Drayne was hitting for around 16,180. With the armor penetration talisman, Drayne was hitting for around 25,000. So despite having less physical attack, he deals significantly more damage. Not because he is stronger, but because the enemy is weaker. Now we address the next argument. This only works because the Drayne is maxed. Good. So we tested that too. With a non-maxed Drayne, the physical attack talisman deals around 4,101 damage. The armor penetration talisman deals around 4,335. The difference is smaller, but it is still there. And that proves something very important. This is not about max stats. This is about mechanics. Yes, Drayne scales with physical attack. That is true. His skills use it. His damage increases with it. But scaling is not everything. Because scaling increases potential. Armor penetration increases efficiency. And when you combine efficiency with Drayne's kit, that is where things become dangerous. Because Drayne is not just a damage dealer. He is an execution hero. His entire design is built around lowering targets, applying pressure, and finishing them when they drop below thresholds. And this is where armor penetration fits perfectly. Because once the enemy starts losing health, once crushing starts to activate, once defenses are already weakened, reducing armor even further accelerates everything. Fights end faster. Targets disappear sooner. And most importantly, the outcome becomes less predictable. And that unpredictability is what makes Drayne so dangerous. Now let's be clear. Does this make the difference massive at all levels? No. At lower levels, the difference is smaller, more subtle. But at higher levels, near max, or fully maxed, this difference becomes very noticeable. Because at that point, you are not just increasing damage. You are removing resistance. And removing resistance is what breaks fights. So the conclusion is simple. If you want consistent scaling, physical attack is a safe choice. But if you want aggression, if you want faster executions, if you want Drayne to feel more dangerous in real fights, armor penetration is the stronger option. Not because it looks better on paper, but because it performs better in practice. And most importantly, this is not theory. This is not opinion. This is tested. This is calculated. And this is visible. So next time you evaluate a stat, don't just look at the number. Look at what it does. Because in hero wars, the strongest builds are not always the most obvious ones. Stay tuned, stay sharp. And as always, salute and friendship.